Hi guys, welcome back to my new channel. Welcome back to my channel. And what I'm going to be talking about is one of the most tragic things that happened in all of Bangladesh history. I mean, we had more, but there's nothing like what happened yesterday at 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. where a where like a Bangladesh fighter jet, like it was a F-7, which tragically crashed due to the loss of radio control, and also like control loss. It's basically for that, and also mostly about like the fuel tanks. Okay, so let's how about the basic thing that happened. So so the basic thing that happened was that in July 21st, 2025, just yesterday, at 1:30 p.m. local time, a fighter jet was having their like last step up. I mean, I don't know what the pilot's name was. I kind of forgot it. But it was his last training before he gets his official license to fight a fighter jet. But on that fateful day, when they took off, just only 5 minutes after takeoff, the radio like controls like the GPAU told the pilots that the plane had lost control, like just like that. They just gave a caution warning and nothing else. So then, no, pilots contacted radio ATC, the emergency radio in the airbase, which speculated that the pilot ejected. The pilot ejected. I mean, they were issued the authority to like do eject, but since it was a very localized area when this happened, they had like not that much time to take the jet on a very like bigger spot, and just like that, the first officer, there was two officers. So the first officer ejected, but the captain, right, not the captain, but the trainee like sadly died. Like sadly, was still in the plane. Like he didn't give up. He like even though the windows were all open, when like everything was happening, and then when the like what do you say? When the plane finally reached the altitude of just 3 meters, he already like there was no way to get out. I mean, there's a video I could show you right now. Let me take you the video. Like the photo is very disturbing. Like if I show this on on the video, then I might actually get cancelled because they like Bangladesh. They're just one of those countries where they don't even censor whatever is going on. They might censor if it's way too unsettling, but this one was unsettling, bro. Like the pilot, like when you see the pilot's face, like when they actually found the body of the pilot, when they took him to the bed, he was not even in full shape. He only his torso was the one that was showing. His arms and legs are just like completely snapped off, without even a warning or anything. So, so according to that, like into that photo, there was literal intestine showing out. And if you even like take this photo to ChatGPT or Google, they'll like they can't even explain because it's way too unsettling. So yeah, if you were to like put the yolk down, the thing easily snaps. So pretend this is a model. This is a plane. Okay, so when it lands, ordinarily people will land like this. When it touches from its landing gear, and then it gradually touches the nose gear like this. They don't put way too much. They don't go like straight like this. Or else the plane will go like, yeah, just like normal rubber tires. But if a nose gear doesn't deploy and they go like this, it could easily snap up to this portion of the aircraft. Like having some passengers literally flying with the cockpit. So to prevent that, the pilot just did this. He flew the plane, took it like this, and then he kept it up until eventually gravity slowed it down, and just it went like this. Like the plane was like this, and then after that, yeah, it stopped, and everybody survived. But in this crash, it was just something else, because the pilot had poor practice. Like if this highly skilled instructor knew what to do, he should have taken him and told him to divert, change his course to a rather more open landed area, than to actually go into a civilized area like he's a skilled pilot. And obviously you don't want to be doing that, because yeah, who knows? Something might could happen with the plane. It's gravity. But then yeah, we got them. It just doesn't work. If you actually put physics together, people could survive. Okay, let's go watch the photo. So yeah, due to this article that we're gonna read, this is gonna explain everything that what happened on 24th July. It was very, very sad. I could tell you that. Look here, Bangladesh airplane crashes in college campus, killing at least 31. That's what the government says. But all the students, until at least 200, already tragically passed away while going to the hospital and already being in the hospital. And what they're talking about, the killing with 31, that's the dead bodies that they saw on site. And when you mean by on site, that means they found them in the wreckage. And yeah, they were too late to save them. So here is the actual photo. Here's the actual photo of the crash. I mean, it's from here, in this perspective, they're still trying to put out a fire because jet fuel is more flammable than commercial jet fuel. I mean, that's a fun fact. Like an average of already aviation standards, and pretty much everybody who are into aviation like me already knows that jet fuel, especially fighter jet fuel, are very flammable. I mean, commercial jet fuel are flammable, but these ones, the fires that happened here are so severe that it also caused some radioactive burns. Actually, internal government announces date of national mourning after 31 killed and more than 170 others injured already. It was already 200 or something in the injuries, but 200 also killed at the same time. That was at least a quarter of the amount of students in the school. I mean, it's not the total, but we don't know. But here, and crash into a college. So the college name was actually Limestone School and College. So it was both school and a college, but they're all separate. So we don't know which one they crashed on. That could show you a diameter of how many. So here 31 people, including a pilot, from the military, had already been killed. Yeah, this one small jet killed at least 200 people and 31 on site, including the pilot, who was literally burnt to crisp. I can't show you any photos of this because I might get banned on YouTube if I do, because the photo is very disturbing. The photo is very disturbing. The photo is very disturbing. If I show this on on the video, then I might actually get cancelled because Bangladesh, they're just one of those countries where they don't even censor whatever is going on. They might censor if it's way too unsettling, but this one was unsettling, bro. The pilot, when you see the pilot's face, when they actually found the body of the pilot, when they took him to the bed, he was not even in full shape. Only his torso was the one that was showing. His arms and legs are just like completely snapped off, without even a warning or anything. So, so according to that, like into that photo, there was testing showing out. And if you even like take this photo to ChatGPT or Google, they'll like they can't even explain because it's way too unsettling. So yeah. Okay, look, and here it's called F7 BGI, which is a very old aircraft, considering the fact that Bangladesh operates these aircrafts, even though a lot of countries already decommissioned these aircrafts a long time ago. Because Bangladesh pretty poor, you know. Like they only have enough to afford for F7. And F16 for them is probably a lot of money. But then here we got at 7 GMT. So this 7 GMT means like it crashed at 7 p.m. in American local time. So like 1 p.m. So and then like I called the neighborhood, like right next to it. Like I don't even wanna like imagine for the residents that live near this like near the crash site, like near the limestone college. Like I don't even want to imagine what. Like there's so much unsettling photos about this that showing these on camera might actually be like very like it's all over Facebook, Twitter. Like you could check it out. If I go to Facebook right now, okay, we're in. I want to show you some of these actual happenings. Let me show you. Yeah, these are the ones that are now very trending. What actually happened? If I click this one, it will also come. So these are the most topped ones. Here's one. This is when they were evacuating. Look at the amount of. Here it is. Let me show you. That's a good. We used to get as a you know those like planes. Like planes, they always have this emergency like slide. Like whenever the pilot like pushes one lever with it, it only inflates under 10 seconds, making everybody escape. So yeah, it's just like that. And these were lucky to be alive because the fire was not small. I don't even know what the fire is. Like I'm telling you, bro, these are not normal stuff. I can't show you this one because of a bunch of reasons. This one is AI, don't believe this. Because it was not made by F-16, and that's an F-16. Even if it was AI, it was still pretty real. And now people are just protesting. Like, okay. This one I didn't expect from a bunch of people. It happened just yesterday and everybody's like wanting justice. Like, what did the pilot do? It's not even, like, whose fault is it? Oh yeah. The sad thing. Yeah. There's like one like sad thing about this is that they showed a poster of a little girl and her name was something. Wait, let me show you the poster that they made for her. It's coming. Yeah, Lasher. Oh no, not that. Her name was Afia Umma Mariam. Bro, she was in class 3 in section Sky. And if you don't know, like, Sky means like the section. I mean, normally in America, there's no such thing as a section. mean, it was like class A, class B. Like everybody was on the same class then. But in Mala, there's different sections for each. Like, you know. And she was in section Sky. That's where, I mean, that's like almost this side of the building. Like in the right side of the building where the jet crashed. It was the section Sky. And class 3, they don't. And this was like not for like regular students. It was not a regular day. It was like for coaching. Yeah, if you know what I mean, coaching. Like coaching is basically tutoring, private tutoring, for like, for like people who needs like a bit more academic help. So that's what it like meant. I could see the anger in people's faces because these things. I would be also angry, but since it was like you couldn't blame anybody. Actually, like who are you? Who are anyone to blame? And I think he died.
Then flight crash. That's what's happening on this movie. The plane
What is wrong with this person?
Training from Shahjalan airport.
He's either trying to be funny or.
I think the plane was crashed for like a turbo engine problem, but goes through before. How plane crashed? Why plane crashed? Because the plane was training to the captain and the normal.
I don't know if this kid was involved and someone survived, or he just heard about it and doing like the explanation, just like me. Even I'm doing it. He has a mic and I don't. That's why my the sound is not very good.
The pilot is flying. So in this moment,
and if you want to know who's the one that was crying, it's also in my. It was given by Safa SS.
In another life?
This was the plane that crashed. Bangladesh Air Force using a 50-year-old jet plane for training and population. A 50-year-old plane. This, from this glance, it didn't look like it was 50 years old. People think that those planes are not looking like 15 years old, but there were. But these are 15-year-old planes. Like the first ever manufactured was in probably 1960s. Yeah, during the war. But it was never used, because since they were not sure if they actually worked. And plus, even if they did took these out for a spin, bombed Pakistan's territories, it was still not eligible for West Bengalis to actually use these things. And even though these were actually manufactured, these were normally manufactured for the Pakistanis. So yeah.
In another life, this may have been different.
কলেজে প্লেন ক্র্যাশ করে পুরো পড়ছে বাট আমাদের বিল্ডিং এর দিকে আসে নাই কি প্রাইমারি সেকশন
primary section. This was not even the senior section. And even no, hear me out. It's not like I'm telling you if it hit the senior section it was even better. It should have just hit in a less popular area, like a field or anything. Why would you do practice in a civilian areas, airspace? Those types of airspace are not actually used for aviation. This is the first thing that the skilled pilot actually got wrong. Because whenever you do trainings, you have to always make sure that anything even Americans were smart enough for that. They knew that they always check their plane before training. Even if it's a very old plane, if the gas if the oxygen cylinder is broken, they will not fly it. If even a small part is broken, they will not fly it. Simply. But if they absolutely have to, and the oxygen cylinder is broken, they're gonna fly very low, because they know that if they go way too high, the pilot might suffocate. Because not like any commercial jets, but Like whenever you're going at least 1,000 miles per hour, like the sound barrier might give G forces. It stops oxygen from actually coming into the cockpit. So that's why you need oxygen cylinders. But if without oxygen cylinders, the pilot can't suffocate and making it even worse dangerous crash. Due to the fact that if you can't handle G's, like 8G, 9G's, basically breaking the diameter of physics.
পরে আর কি প্লেনটা মুভ করছিল ইভেন বিস্ফোরণ হওয়ার সাথে সাথে আশেপাশের সাইডগুলো জ্বলে গেছে খুব অনেক গার্ডিয়ান তো হয়েছে স্টুডেন্ট প্রাইমারি স্টুডেন্টগুলো সবাই পুড়ে গেছে আমার ছেলের সারা শরীর পুড়ে গেছে আমার ছেলের সারা শরীর পুড়ে গেছে মাথার চুল দিয়েও পুড়ে গেছে.
Well, most people would make fun of this, makes memes out of these. There's just some people on this internet that don't understand that something like this is more tragic than they actually think. Like, if they were in this situation, they would have been laughing and making memes about it. Like, this is sad. To me, this is one of the most worst aviation crashes in all of, Bangladesh's history. I mean, we had aviation emergency landings. I mean, the last time it was 7, or, in 2018, where a US-Bangla flight, I forgot the flight name, it broke. The landing gear, the nose gear didn't, deploy. So they had to make it emergency. And the pilots were so smart. Bro. It was better than the Air Force pilot, man. Bro knew that if he put the landing gear down too soon, the plane could, crash. No, the plane would not crash, but, the nose and the body, the middle fuselage of the airplane will just snap in half due to gravity. So he knew his physics. So he pulled the plane down. When it was time for landing, he didn't put the plane thing what do you call it? Plane yoke down. He didn't go like this. He put it down. He tried to pull it up. Because ordinarily, if you were to put the yoke down, the thing easily snaps. So pretend this is a model. This is a plane. Okay? So when it lands, ordinarily people will land like this. Plane touches from its landing gear, and then it gradually touches the nose gear like this. They don't put way too much. They don't go straight like this. Or else the plane will go just like normal rubber tires. But if a nose gear doesn't deploy and they go like this, it could easily snap up to this portion of the aircraft. Having some passengers literally flying with the cockpit. So to prevent that, the pilot just did this. He flew the plane, took it like this, and then he kept it up until eventually gravity slowed it down, and it went like this. The plane was like this, and then after that, it stopped, and everybody survived. But in this crash, it was just something else, because the pilot had poor practice. If this highly skilled instructor knew what to do, he should have taken him and told him to divert, change his course to a rather more open landed area than to actually go into a civilized area he's a skilled pilot. And obviously you don't want to be doing that, because who knows, something might could happen with the plane. It's gravity. But then we got them. It just doesn't work. If you actually put physics together, people could survive. Okay.
সারা শরীর পুড়ে গেছে মাথার চুল দিয়েও পুড়ে গেছে.
বাচ্চাদের এই 60 জনের মধ্যে একটা বড় সংখ্যক, আমরা নাম্বারটা উল্লেখ করতে চাই না, বিরাট সংখ্যক মানুষের জীবনের ঝুঁকি আছে আসলে.
The fire was unpredictable. if you see this, this is like very sad. Even if it happened in Dhaka, it did happen in Bangladesh. Yeah, like you never know. Like some crashes are way too dangerous, and even if it doesn't even matter if it's a small plane, big plane, or if it's the A380, like it doesn't matter how big the plane is. You always think the bigger the plane, the bigger the crashes, but no, an A380 survived with an engine like failure, and it landed literally so butter. I mean, butter means like smooth, like smoothly. That it didn't look like the plane even crashed in the first place. Like these things are new. Like they have very good safety features. I mean, A380 is not new. I mean, the 787 is, and it still managed to crash. But it was not even the plane's fault. It was the pilot's fault. So yeah. Yeah, here's another one. This one, they blurred it for a reason. And because it's so disturbing that if I show you like the news like version of this, they will show the whole thing without even think of censoring it a bit. Like it's like very like unsettling, disturbing. Like YouTube couldn't do anything to it because it was a news channel. And that's what news channels do. They sometimes don't censor things that they're supposed to censor. Milestone Jai Guy আমার স্কুল ছিল না কেন? Are you even a human? See, this is what I'm trying to say. Like they're making fun of it. Like you know what they said? I mean, you wanna understand this. I mean, whoever is not like Bangladeshi, they wouldn't understand. But I'll translate it for you. He or she said, like why didn't he or she like? Let me see. Like he's saying that why was Milestone not his school? Like why wasn't he like attending that school? Like he's not saying it that way, like in a serious way. He was saying that it would be fun if he like was there, like very dramatic experience. Like he thinks that this is like experience, bro. Like what? This is crazy. 9/11 got... Bro, this is just sad, bro. Like, you know what they just said? This will be mad for Americans and Bangladeshis at the same time. Like, Imao, it means like laughing. 9/11 got recreated. Wow, you're such a comedian. Like, this is like people just don't like see what's actually going. Like nobody's finding this funny, but except you guys. Like already here, 25 children are killed so far in Milestone. Like seriously, we found over 50 dead bodies ourselves. Until more than 100 people died, but it says only 20. I mean, obviously the news would say this because they don't really have, I mean, they will not actually tell the precise, but people on site already knew what happened. Like how many people have already been pulled to the hospital, how many people have died. There's even a video of someone just recording a man that's like just got to the hospital. He was having a seizure, and all of a sudden he just stopped moving. And his eyes were like this. Wait, let me show you. I mean, I can't. No, why am I showing this? I don't want to show it. Like, just understand. It's just too unsettling. Like, seeing someone die in front of your eyes. This is, like, no. Okay, I hope that was all the evidence. I mean, I had a photo, but it didn't really pop up. Like, I mean, she sent it. I don't know who it was, but yeah, she sent it to everybody, not just me. Everybody. Like, it's just too sad. Like, everybody's making fun of it on Instagram. They're thinking that this is some kind of joke. Like, 9/11 got recreated. Like, what? In what way did you find that funny? Like, this is not like no joke about. Like, it's a tragedy, and you're treating it as some sort of like meme. Like what? But anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. I mean, me myself also kind of did. I mean, not in a good way, in a bad way. Like, telling to you guys this stuff. So like, hope you guys take this seriously. I mean, it's for people who like think it's funny, but it's really not. Like, a lot of guardians, a lot of like parents already like are heartbroken, depressed, heartbroken of what happened to their child. Like one mom was like looking for their son. Like, they were showing a photo. Like, bro, do you see where my son was? She said it in Bangla. Like, do you see where my son was? Here's a photo of him. Do you see where my son was? And then she like, and then just after 2 hours of looking, he found him talking to some like sir or something, like talking about the incident. And when her mom saw her, she didn't even take a while to say, like, is that you? Like, she already knew who her son was. And then she just jumped in, like, on his arms, bro. Like, one of the most best reunions, like reunion ever. Like, especially, I guess at that point she thought her son was already, like, you know, deceased. But like, after like seeing him just there without a single damage, like single like health conditions, like serious health conditions, he was perfectly fine. He probably like went out from the school to get some drinks. Probably like bunked school. I guess even if he didn't bunk school, he somewhat like survived. Like, he just went outside for a bit. He told us, like, can I have some fresh air? He's like, okay, just come back later. He went on the field, and when he saw that giant kind of plane, ran away. And then he came back to like see what happened. Like, the perfect reunion ever. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again later. Peace.